Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
If your fiance did not want you to contact them while they were working, is that a giant red flag? You'll find out a little bit later on in the podcast. Here we go.
I got this text earlier in the hour, and I'm like, oh my God, we have to talk about this. She was in the car. One of our listeners was in the car with her daughter on the way to school. And she says, my daughter just told me something really disturbing this morning on the way to school. She said that the last few weeks, there has been dried poop on the handle of her locker. She'll get it wiped off the next day. There's dried poop on her locker handle.
Number one, we for sure know it's poop. It's not chocolate. It's not dirt.
No, she said no. Like, I think you know if it's poop.
So somebody is bringing used toilet paper with them out of the bathroom and wiping it on her locker.
Yeah. So I've talked about this before. My senior year, my friend Renata would park her car outside. And I think we traced it back to the boys from the hockey team because Dan Hewitt lived right down the road and he did pranks like this. And she would find, like, literally, she'd let her guard down for a couple weeks and then she'd go out, lift up her car handle, and there would be dog poop underneath her car handle.
Dan Hewitt have a dog?
Yes.
Okay, so he had access to it. All right.
Not saying it was Dan Hewitt, but it might have been.
I think you did.
I mean, I feel like it was probably Dan Hewitt. But I remember, like, it broke her. It was really awful. And
if you're going to go, did she do anything to this guy?
And the fact that this is most likely human poop, would you consider somebody a fecophiliac?
This is assault, brother.
Someone that, spreading your DNA all over stuff. Gross. And these are kids. Like, I guess I don't know, like, if they have lockers like that. Well, Liam's had a locker since he was in primary school. So she didn't say what. I could text her back and ask how old she is, but gross. What do you even do next? There are cameras everywhere at Liam's school.
That's the thing. Somebody should be getting caught about this now because there are cameras everywhere in schools. Like when we were in school, there was cameras nowhere.
Yeah.
We didn't have a single camera.
Lacey, I would say you should go into the school during pickup time, go into the front office and say, there is poop on my daughter's locker handle.
Now, again, you got to taste it to make sure it's poop. Because if it's just chocolate, then you're just whistling Dixie.
So how do you set it up? You wipe it off, and then you maybe timestamp when you wiped it off?
Well, it's pretty simple. They should be able to. Well, here's the hard part. What if they're getting it in passing? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
There's a million
ton of kids
in there. But they're dumb kids. They're not going to be smart enough to.
That's so freaking gross. They go into the bathroom and they duty, and then put it on someone's locker handle.
So it's like your last wipe.
That's so messed up.
You bring it with you. And then you smear it on one girl's locker.
I can't even with this.
It's a whole new level of bullying.
I would be in that office and I would be surveying the footage all day. I don't even care. I would just fast forward. And I wonder who it is. I wonder if it's a girl or a boy.
Oh, it's a boy for sure.
A boy for sure. I don't know. Girls, let's say we're dealing with middle school. Girls are crazy.
No, they might be a little off, but there is no girl that takes the last wipe with them and spreads it on a locker door.
You might be right. Girls in middle school don't deal with it.
I will bet the house that this is a young man who probably has a crush on her.
That's so messed up, too.
That's how
it's
dudes
like when
man.
You say, oh, he threw sand in your face. He likes you.
Yeah, he want to love you.
That's crazy. No. If you like somebody, you tell them or you wink at them.
It doesn't work that way, man.
But it does. It works like this.
I'm not endorsing crapping and then wiping it on somebody's locker.
What would you do? You're driving your daughter into school this morning, like Lacey, and she turns to you and says, hey, I forgot to mention the last 3 weeks, someone's been putting poop on my, I can't even say it, poop on the handle of my locker. Dried poop.
Mom, Dad, what's your move here? We got this text a little bit earlier in the show, and we wanted to read it after her daughter got to school here.
Yeah, so Lacey had texted us, you guys, my daughter just told me something really disturbing this morning on the way to school. She said that the last few weeks, there have been dried poop. There has been dried poop on the handle of her locker. And then a stick throwing up emoji. I don't even know what to say. I don't think that way. You think it was a boy. And I don't know what grade she's in. So we'll just say middle school.
Several women texting in saying it was for sure a girl because we're
Really?
petty. And I'm like, I don't think this is done by a girl.
I hope not.
Thoughts on the whole poop thing, Marianne?
I would think I would be the blowing up mother. I do know that.
Yeah.
Where do you start? Do you start with administration, right? You go straight to the principal?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I think
And I'm leaning towards maybe a girl, too.
really.
Can you imagine at that age taking your last wipe and bringing it with you out of the bathroom?
It's so
and just
premeditated.
waiting to smear it on someone's locker? Like, I can't. Like, I've done a lot of less than Christian things in my life, but I've never even thought of something like that.
Neither have I, but I also have a 7th grade boy and an 8th grade boy, and
You're living it.
I know that they wouldn't dream about doing something like that.
Yeah, it takes a special mind.
Hate to burst your bubble, Mom, but they've thought of this.
They might have, but there's a difference between how many times have you wanted to poop on somebody's desk and tell them exactly what you want to do?
You ask me how many times have I thought about it or how many times have I done it?
Thought about it.
Thought about it hundreds.
That's the thing. You can think about doing stuff. That's the difference between your mind and people that are a little unbalanced because they actually go through with it.
Yeah, I guess I've never hit that tipping point, though.
No.
But so you're betting this is a girl, Marianne?
I kind of think it might be.
Yeah.
It might be more than one.
Hey, I think the big question we need here
another girl.
to get answered is how do you catch this person if there's no cameras by the locker?
There is so many cameras.
There
so
are,
it should
yeah.
be able to be caught.
Is that every public school
There's
and private
cameras.
school right now? There's just full of cameras everywhere.
Or just ask them. They're young kids. If you put the pressure on them, they're going to give somebody up. Oh, yeah, it's so-and-so. He keeps doing it. We know it. We heard it through the grapevine. Or I saw him do it. Somebody knows something. So,
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you've never done anything like this in your entire life, Marianne. You can swear on a stack of Bibles you've never wiped poop on someone's door before.
Absolutely not.
all right.
All right, well, you're one of the good
And if my
ones.
children ever, if my children would get caught doing it, oh boy.
Did you see how she edited
Not gonna be
herself?
pretty
She
when they
was
get
going to
home.
say, if my children ever did anything, and then she went to, well, if my children ever got caught doing something
Yeah.
like this. I like your angle. Thanks, Marianne. Have a great morning.
Radio Paparazzi.
Donnie Wahlberg announcing with the other new kids that NKOTB hitting the road starting June 14th.
The magic now is in the music, the memories, the moments that we all share and we recreate with each other. We're going to be under the stars outside every night, having just the most amazing time with our fans. I think we definitely are going to go down memory lane and bring back a lot of the old stuff that we used to do in a new and fun way.
This tour, sponsored by Miracle Ear, should be amazing this year. I'm
What's
excited
that?
for it this summer.
Mystic Lake, June 23rd. And like you said, everything is going to be outside. So it's going to be at the amphitheater. Lil Wayne, not so Lil anymore. I think that's the moment. Like now all these rappers that I grew up with are
He's
starting to
now
get a little
just
old.
Wayne.
Yeah, now really focusing on the 401ks and all that stuff. But he is talking about how like the young bloods make fun of him because he won't sit there and pen and paper his notes down.
Thank God for the iPhone, because before I would have to keep trying to remind myself all day because I don't write nothing down. Yeah, it's by choice, and they always be thinking that it's some type of like a achievement that I don't write because I'm too old and too tired to be trying to read.
He sounds like Morgan Freeman,
He
doesn't
just
he?
got
Too
old.
and
He's
too
not
tired.
little anymore.
Have you ever been pulled over for speeding? I can say I have. It's not one of my most proud moments, but you got your license out, you got your registration, you got your proof of insurance. You know the drill. Brittany did not.
Sorry, I had a TT. My house is right there. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, pass on the double yellows. You can't do that.
I'm so sorry.
Do you have your license?
My security at my house has my passport and my driver's license.
Okay. You haven't gotten your license yet? I stopped you a few weeks ago and...
Uh-oh.
Okay, do you know you can't pass on the double yellows?
It's about to come out right now. I'm so sorry.
It's about
Okay,
to come out.
do you have any, like, photo ID or anything with your name on it? I know who you are, but...
Yes, they have to at my
Okay. Do you know the zip code by any chance? No? Okay, I'll look it up real quick. Yeah, I just want you to know that I'm not out here trying to pull you over. I'm out here looking for people speeding and passing over the double yellows, okay? I'm just looking up the zip code.
Do we think she's a licensed driver?
I guess she has her license, and
She got a TT.
She
It
had
was
the
coming
TT.
out a little bit. She doesn't know her zip code.
he
and
took
this is
forever for a woman sitting in her car that has birthed vaginally 2 children.
Oh.
Are you a grown man?
He
You can't
doesn't-
handle the
Well,
V word.
He doesn't know that. How do you
He does know who she is. He says it.
He
I
says
know
he knows
who you
she is.
are,
He doesn't
but I need
necessarily
to
know that she didn't have 2 C-sections.
Either way, I had a C-section, and I'll sneeze, and it's a wonder. It is like, it's a game.
Rolling the dice.
So she's going to pee in her very nice car, and that's not nice of him. He knows she lives just like 2 miles up the road. Blowing out their candles today.
How
We
is
have
this
Dan
the
Rather.
cop's fault that she's passing on a double yellow
It's
without
not.
a license, and she doesn't know her own zip code, and now the cop's the bad guy? The hell out of
I
here.
think he was trying to look for some fame, because who gets rid of that body cam footage like that?
Yeah, I was
that is
wondering.
a
I was wondering
fame
how that
seeker.
got out really that fast.
You were wondering? I am not. People are always doing that to her. Idlewood Elementary in Lakewood, Washington. They have had to put up a privacy fence because somebody decided to make a very lewd Halloween display across the street.
There's a time and a place for these kind of things, and that's an adult thing right there. So for children, no, I just don't accept that.
With what the kids have on their cell phones access to nowadays, that's PG.
So what, they got skeletons doing it?
I'm drawing you what it looks like. This is what- like laying on the lawn like that.
That's funny.
Mom, what is that one doing
I
to that one?
agree. If it's next to an elementary school, probably not so in good taste.
But you know what? It's somebody like that has a personality like you, where nobody's telling me what to do because they wrote a big sign that says maybe next year you'll be more polite. So they probably went over
They're
there.
doing it because somebody was mean about it. Oh,
it is
to
a
get back.
spiteful display for sure. These 4 friends, they're winning Halloween. So they went dressed up this past weekend as the dead parents of all the Disney Pixar characters.
I'm Coral. I'm Nemo's late mother, and I was eaten by a barracuda. Hi, I'm Bambi's mom, and I was shot with a shotgun.
Hi, I'm John. I'm Tarzan's dead dad. I was mauled to death by a tiger in a treehouse.
I'm Mufasa, and I was trampled to death trying to save my son. How is he doing?
We are the Dead Parents Society.
This is wrong. This is so wrong.
It's crazy to think, like, Liam finally caught on not too long ago where he's like, why do all the Disney characters only have one parent? Like, nobody has, like, 2 parents. Sleeping Beauty, I guess, had 2 parents, but they didn't get along.
I'm surprised they didn't have a 5th friend that went as the late wife from Up.
Oh,
that would have been it.
Yeah, Ellie?
Ellie, yeah.
Yes. Oh, my God. Don't talk about that movie.
Tomorrow, the beginning of a brand new month. That means Cindy from Up Front is going to be decorating the bathrooms.
I can't wait. It cannot come soon enough. You know, at like the turn of every season, she will, like, your bathroom, no. Like, she won't even venture in your
I think we get new, like, urinal mats.
Okay.
At
Does she
the
put
beginning
any
of every month.
inspiring quotes on the back of your...
Nothing ever in our bathroom. It is such a guy's room.
Oh, my God. Ours is beautiful. Like, she decorates it, but like Halloween, she always goes too far. Every single year she brings in this doll, and it flashes me back. Derek had gotten me this doll.
For the bathroom.
It sits in the bathroom the entire month of October. And then so tomorrow she's going to replace it with like turkey stuff and like fall pumpkins and everything like that. But I just flash back. I wash my hands so quickly and I'm out of there because Derek had gotten me this doll a while ago and he thought it was like the perfect gift for me. It was like remember when I was going through like that vintage phase?
Yeah.
And I was going thrifting and all that stuff. He's like, oh, she's going to love it. Like, I think it has value to it. And it was beautiful. It had this white dress on. And like the allure didn't last that long because one night, I think I told your wife about this, but one night we had these devil worshipers invade our home where we lived like 10 years ago. And it was like just this violent attack. I've finally just kind of started getting over it, but it was a cult and they had summoned a demon and almost used this doll, this beautiful angelic doll, as like a conduit to like, you know, muster up all the evil out there. It was crazy.
Hold this thought for a second. I want to hear the. Hey, good morning.
Yeah, is Kat talking about the movie Annabelle?
Oh yeah.
Nice job.
Felt like that was more of a believable one than when I was Little Mermaid.
More Jonas Brothers tickets on the live show Wednesday morning at 6:35. Plus, how would you like to go to Mexico with us in February? Your first chance to get on the party plane to paradise for free at 7:05 Wednesday morning. Right now, let's get you back into the podcast. We call this Jokes for Jonas. If you got the funnies, we can get you amazing seats for the Jonas Brothers show on the 19th. at the XL Energy Center. You ready?
I am ready.
Kat's going to be the judge today.
Anybody repeats from yesterday?
I don't believe so. I think we got all newbies.
Okay.
Morning, Lisa. How are you?
Good morning. Great. And yourself?
Great. Thanks for asking. You got a good joke for some Jonas Brothers tickets? Keep it clean.
I do. Why did the ginger man go to the doctor?
Why did the ginger man go to the doctor? No clue.
Because he felt crummy.
A cookie joke. You know I love a good cookie joke. All right.
Nothing like a baked
Good start, Lisa.
Great job. Hang on a second, Lisa. That wasn't horrible. I don't know if it was that great, though. I know
because you're all into the orphan jokes from yesterday.
I'm not the judge, but I don't know about that one. How's Josh doing today?
Good, you?
Good, man. Let's see what you got, son. Jokes for Jonas. What do you got?
How do you think the barber won the race?
No clue.
He took a shortcut.
Hair follicle jokes kill. I love it. All right. Barber.
I got to be honest. I'm unentertained by either of these.
You're entertained?
Unentertained.
Okay.
Kimberly, how are you?
Good.
Good. Got a joke for some Jonas. We're great, too, by the way. Thanks for asking. Go ahead.
I was about to.
Yeah.
I know. He does that all the time.
And then you're like, Kimberly. I was like, wait, is there another Kimberly? I don't know.
All right.
Always using my whole name. I feel like I'm in trouble.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to yell at you, young lady. What's your joke for Jonas Brothers?
All right. When you find someone who's interested in for your brains, that's a sign that they're a keeper. Or a zombie.
Timely. All right. We're a tough crowd.
Kimberly,
I'm
hang on a
sorry, but
second.
you're in the running here.
I don't know. Am I only going to laugh at orphan jokes? Is that the deal? Because I thought yesterday's
pretty
was
dark.
a killer. Mark, you've got a unique opportunity right now to grab some Jonas Brothers tickets with your joke for Jonas. Go ahead when you're ready.
What's the difference between a hippo and a Zippo?
One is light and one is heavy.
One's pretty heavy and the other's a little lighter.
Now, this is up to Kat's discretion. I would have went with number 4 because I had never heard that one before. And you have the ultimate say in this one. Who are you going with, Kat? Who's going to the Jonas Brothers?
Oh, man. I'm going to say, because we have a lot of kids that listen, young kids, I'm going to go with Lisa and the cookie joke.
Lisa, your cookie joke got you into the Jonas Brothers concert. Congratulations.
Good job.
Yay!
Yay.
Now, if we were to open this up, like if this was going to go on the podcast and you could say really anything you want, you'd have a better, dirtier, naughtier joke that we could put on, right?
Sure.
Yeah, well, you don't
Probably.
sound very confident in that. All right. Well, nonetheless, for everybody that may have missed it, one more time, the winning joke, Lisa, goes...
Why did the gingerbread man go to the doctor?
Why, Lisa?
He,
Oh, sorry.
because he felt crummy.
That's it. Steal it. All right. If you meet the Joe Bros while you're there, don't bring
Yeah,
it.
don't
do
ever
that.
say that joke in public again.
We've got email. We've got email. Got email. Got email. We've got email.
I do us the pleasure, Kat. Please read us this email.
Yeah, it's from Shayna, and it came in just the other day, and I feel like things might be a little rocky. She says, hey, Playhouse, wondering if I need to chill or if you have the same feelings that I do. I've been with my fiance for 3 years, and we got into it the other night because I'm sick of not being able to get a hold of him while he's at work. He delivers medical parts to clinics and in-home care facilities, and I just want to say hi. He says it throws him off, but I know he grabbed lunch at a restaurant with coworkers the other day, so I know he had time to call me back and just say hi. He's sick of talking about it. I'm sick of making him want to check in with me. What would be your next move? You're not even married yet.
This sounds a little smothery to me.
She's not asking for an all day, every day. It's just like a cute little check-in or just a text like, hey, thinking about you.
Some people aren't programmed that way. They're just like, things will be fine unless somebody reaches out. And some people are very, very needy and they want to always be reassured that everything's okay. You got to,
I wouldn't look at it as a needy thing. I think it's like, I don't know, you text Trisha all the time. What if one day she just decides no more texting
Yesterday,
me?
I didn't text my wife until I saw her after I got done with the gym. I didn't have a text to her all day. It didn't bother. It was 1:30 before I saw her and said hello.
You didn't text her at all?
Didn't text her at all yesterday.
Did
No.
she text you?
No, she was busy. She had stuff going on, and so did I.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah, I think we're fine.
I just think, why not? Why can't he? And then you got to give a little too, Shayna, where if he's like, I can't do it every single day, it does throw me off. But at that restaurant thing, if I saw on our debit card statement that he went to Chili's and didn't even say, like, while he's waiting for his food, hey, I'm going to step outside and call my fiance real quick. Then I'd be like, why? Why didn't you? You know, I like that. That's her love language.
Some people
a check-in is her love language.
Don't just do frivolous. You know what I mean?
Well, to her,
talk to
it's
me.
not
Talk to me if there's a reason. Some people are just like that. They're just quiet.
Sometimes
I don't think
it's
something's
just
necessarily
an
wrong.
I love you.
Gwen, thoughts on this?
I think something might be a little off with them. They kind of sound like they're not really on the same track of communication.
Yeah. Like, I can't relate. Derek and I text all day, you know, like I'll check in with him. He'll call me. And I just felt like that's maybe like okay at all jobs, unless you're a surgeon. But then even when you're a surgeon, you have maybe a minute on the toilet that you can text somebody.
Right. I agree. Me and my boyfriend, we text constantly all day, and I'm a home health aide. So I don't get my phone all the time, but when I do take my breaks, I message him, and he messages me back, and he's a truck driver.
What are your messages like? Are they like, what's going on in your day, or are they kind of flirty?
A little bit of both.
I like it. Any like...
So like, hey, I just wiped this old guy's butt. What are you wearing?
Yeah.
First off, have you dipped in to the candy reserves yet?
No,
You
the
didn't
bag
touch
is
it?
still sealed. It's a lot of stuff I don't like. I don't like Three Musketeers. I don't like Mounds. I don't like Milky Way. I bought things that are like deterrent.
Yeah, my wife spent $100 on candy yesterday.
Really?
I go, what are you doing? What are we, a Rockefeller here? What's going on?
That's a lot of candy.
That is a lot of candy.
You have a big neighborhood, though.
It was like 5 big bags, but I purposely did something, and I'm doing something right now that will keep me from eating any candy whatsoever. I'm doing a 72-hour fast. Like, have you done the research on this? No, you haven't?
Are you going to be a pleasant person
I'm
to be
this
around?
far in already.
37 hours you haven't had anything to eat?
Last time I ate was at 5 o'clock on Sunday.
What are you going to do with the 5 gallons of booyah that are going to be in that
Not gonna eat
crock
it.
pot?
I'm telling you, like, so I started, I don't know why, somebody had sent me an article on this, but if you can get into a 72-hour fast, there are so many things, the benefits for your immune system and the cells that you had that were starting to deteriorate, that might turn into cancer cells, that might turn into like some rogue cells. Your body basically flushes all them out and it eats them all.
Well, that's awesome. Good
It's
for you.
and I like depriving myself of things. So like, but last night, here was the problem. My son and my wife sit down for dinner, and my wife's like, "Oh, we can't even eat in the kitchen because of you." I go, "You can eat wherever you want."
No, it makes people uncomfortable. You make people uncomfortable.
I had to go. I went downstairs and played pool for an hour while they had dinner, and I'm like, "Why
Yeah.
can't I spend time with my family? Why can't you just sit there and discuss things with your family
It's
over
like
dinner?"
eating a steak with a vegetarian. It's annoying, and it's like
I don't think it was
you're
that big of a
almost
deal.
pushing your agenda by not saying anything, but like sitting
So it's
there.
my fault.
You're wasting away.
that
You're
I'm
starving while people are.
I'm not. First off, I'm not starving. I'm not even hungry.
You're wasting away.
And I'm clearly not wasting away. But when I started reading, if anybody else has done one of these, definitely hit us up. But they say at a 72-hour clip, your body can basically, number one, all your sugar cravings go away. And number two, your body starts eating all its own bad cells. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so great. If you can just reset and like have a healthy immune system,
So
especially
the internet told
this
you all
time of
that.
the year.
That's exciting.
I did some heavy research on this
Yeah.
so you can shut your face because I'm starting
Listen,
to
you're
get
getting
hungry.
so
I'm starting to get hungry.
Wake up with the Playhouse.
It honestly hasn't hit yet. I'm guessing this afternoon. Like, and here was the hard part. Yesterday's workout was good. This morning's workout was pretty good. I'm guessing this afternoon's workout is going to be tough. And then trying to get through the day tomorrow to get to 5 p.m. is going to be the hardest part. But
Yay.
I purposely did it over the candy time right now so that I won't be tempted by candy at all.
Okay.
You know how bad I want a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup? Less than I did yesterday, and I probably won't want one at all tomorrow.
And then what do you win?
I don't know.
What do we win?
We'll win, I don't know, hopefully longevity in life.
This 72-hour fast is going to add some years onto your life?
If you think about all the rogue cells that are in your body right now, if one of those develops into cancer or a sickness, mine are all going to get reset by tomorrow afternoon.
Lucky you.
And you're going to be walking around all sick.
This conversation is lost on me. I really don't care.
I kind of just wanted to see if I could do it, too.
Oh, okay.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.